How are you on Back to Life Monday? Well, I hope that you are absolutely doing absolutely fabulous. As for
Yes.
us in the East Coast, it is winter's day. However, the snow is melting. It was on my trees and it dropped and it
Oh,
turned into water. It didn't just evaporate. And when the wind blew, the trees were so filled. If you look at it, we have a picture. We did a little baby can always do 1 minute, and
mm-hmm.
you could see how wonderland it looks. I mean, it's
Yes.
really gorgeous.
Yes.
But
This
now the
one.
trees, all the snow is gone off the trees. But when we had that snow previous, before this one, there was no snow on the trees.
I would just like to point out because
Point it out. Point it
it just
out.
wouldn't be Baby Chrome without mentioning it. I noticed looking at the day when I had time stamped the first one compared to today, it
Mm-hmm.
was exactly 28 days from the fake storm to the real storm. And it made me think, how did this be nicely timed out in the month of February, which already has 28 days to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
So I just find that very suspicious about the nicely timed moon
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
energy that was planned out there. So that was just my little 5 cent, $10 I had
The
to put in
snow
there.
that you set a fire to that didn't put out the fire.
Shall we test if it melts today?
Well,
I'm joking.
oh, well,
I don't
and
think
it's
so.
not as much. Honestly, my opinion, you know that we are conspirators,
No
and
shade.
we believe in conspiracies. One of the conspiracies I believe that it was some kind of snow, like a snow, like maybe they used the fake snow for the ski mountains or the snow Kimberly, the Gen Ks, the Gen cards, or whatever they call
Carjenners.
the Cargenas used to make Winter Wonderland in
Mhm.
California. I don't know what that stuff was, but this is what I believe. I believe that they did it to stop the hoopla. I think it was so much going on. I think it was so much going on. I think that the people were marching. They was out of control. Minneapolis, everything was just going crazy, and they didn't know how to do it. So they said, "We'll know what to do.
Yep.
We'll stifle them." And they made this geostorm come. And as you see now, and this is what I believe. It's a conspiracy, but this is what I believe. But I can say this: it worked.
It did.
It worked.
It did.
Now with that being said, we have New York in a problem because I think it's the mayor of New York that
Mhm.
wants that needs people to come and shovel snow. You have to have two forms of identification,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And you're making $20 an hour. And I think after you work so many hours, you do this. And not only that, they were showing how the trash is built up in New York. It is said that New York is going down.
Yeah.
I used to live in New York briefly. I did. I loved it. I lived in Manhattan. I really did. And I loved it. I loved it, didn't we, baby?
Yes, it was
I
beautiful.
wanted to go to school and I went up there. I got an apartment. I went up there. I wanted to go to acting school. I wanted to go to I really wanted to do it. I was
Yep.
really in it.
New York is
In
it,
New York,
baby.
I went there. I stayed for about what? 6 months, and then I got homesick, and then it was like it's not as easy as they make it.
That's
You
true.
know, it's like
Yes.
it's the parking, and then you have to ride subways and buses everywhere. And because I can be a little germaphobe, because I haven't drove a bus since I was 20. Let me see. I haven't rode a bus since I was in high school.
Oh
Because
my
I got
god.
married early. My
Figure.
my husband had a car, so no. So and it's no way to take your car. Even when you go to market, you can't take your car. So you can. I it wasn't that it was always something to do, but I did nothing. But it's just so congested.
For real, it
It's
really
just so
is.
congested, and but I'm glad that I'm not in New York now. But I
Yes.
lived up there near what, Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name of the apartment. Do you remember the name of it?
Don't remember the
Don't
name
remember
of it.
the name of it, but it was really, really nice. And it's so weird because they have apartment buildings in the middle of the streets, but the streets can be wide. Anyway, enough of that. I went on and on and on about my little escapades of New
Talk
York.
about New York.
So let's
and
get
the
into it.
downfall of it.
So let's see. So I don't know. I didn't look no other word up on what's going on, but I do know that that was going on in New York. So now that we have this other blanket of snow, I don't know what is going to become of that. So baby Crone, what else we got to talk about? Let's just get in. And what we're going to call this? We're just going to call this new. What happened over the weekend?
Yeah, it was a lot of news that happened over the weekend.
Of news, and so we're going to get into it. You know, so let's go, babe Crone. Can you turn on the clock for me, babe?
Oh yes, sorry about that. So yes, that was just some little news.
And excuse me, sorry, I'm sorry, baby Crone.
No
now,
problem.
what we're gonna do, you know, you're welcome to call in when we go through all the news and everything we talk about. You can call in and talk about, or if you feel inspired and you want a reading, we'll do that too. So, and I'm sorry we didn't show up yesterday because I don't have no excuses. We just didn't feel like it. Yeah. So we're doing it today.
We are. Hopefully you guys aren't doing anything on this Monday.
Yeah.
Back to life Monday, which seems to be a chill day, honestly.
Very chill.
So, you know what? Honestly, just speaking of which, since we're on the topic of snow and ice, let's just keep the ball rolling. Allegedly, not about ice, but still about the government. Apparently, the Department of Homeland Security has shut down global entry because allegedly there's a partial government shutdown. And it's been going on for the last week now. And because of that, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, wants to reserve funds. So programs that they have currently closed is global entry at TSA. They've closed down FEMA. They've closed down Custom and Border Protection. And courtesy flights for family members of Congress members.
So, what is that? What's happening again now?
That that last one was interesting. That apparently a lot of members in Congress, they allow themselves and their family members to leisurely take courtzy flights.
So they've been doing this.
Yes, they've been doing that, and that's been shut down because they
got
the funds. I was like, oh my
It's so
God.
funny when they say we don't have the funds. You don't have the funds, but yet millions have been gone.
Yep.
And you didn't even know they were gone. But I can't. I can't. Really You're giving out all this money to all these states and all of this, and somebody's still big, and you don't even know it's gone. But every time we don't have the funds.
Yep.
Let's raise the tax because but yet you're being robbed blind, but you don't. I swear, or you don't know, but you take care of all immigrants. Yeah. And the American people that's homeless and in the streets, they get the bye, baby. That's no lie. While the immigrants are taking over. And then on top of that, you have the woke people, which I don't understand why they are called woke, because woke is a spiritual thing, but I guess you woke to the injustice.
Yeah.
My thing is, I am so glad that I'm not on either. I don't care about it because this is crazy, because I don't like it when the Democrats down the Republicans, and I don't like it when the Republicans down the Democrats. I don't like it. It's like a bunch of little kids fighting. And then you want to know why people are so angry. They're angry because the government is angry. And speaking of that, they're angry again because I was going to speak up, but we're not supposed to speak on politics, because Trump now has brought about 59 to 60 people over from South Africa. Some of them are farmers. So that's stirred a ruckus. You know, I guess, I think this went and planned this back in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But nevertheless, I'm like, I wouldn't scream because it was like 59 or 60.
Right, right,
But
right,
if you close the borders and you say nobody is coming,
yes.
and you why are you bringing that's to me
It's a bit hypocritical.
this is a little hypocritical to me, because what you're trying to prove a point to your nemesis. Well, the Democrats and the Republicans, you shouldn't be nemesis, your family. Learn to love one another.
I love that. Learn to love one another, and your people will love one another.
And the people will love. Set an example. And speaking of examples, I'm sorry for all of you who are lovers of the View. They need to go.
Yeah.
They are so away from what Barbara Walters wanted. I don't even recognize them. Oh, Whoopi looked like a mad woman.
She does. She really does.
And what's the other one name? The I can't think of her name. The Hispanic one.
That's okay. I can
And Joy. I mean, what is going on? They had what you call it on their show. What's Deanna?
I'll just list off the co-stars for you. Sarah Haynes, Sunny.
Okay, it's
Sunny.
ridiculous. They are so angry. I mean, it's no room for, I would like to see both sides. I want to hear both sides, because I do think both sides have some good points. I feel like I'm being forced to choose.
Yeah.
But mean and meaner.
Yeah, they're really harsh on their stance.
They're hard. And I'm like, you know what? Y'all gonna have to get it together.
Yeah.
Because this is crazy. Yeah. The hate is real with them.
Their view is the harsh view.
And I have never in my life seen much hate for a president as I do. Yeah. And it's so unfortunate, because they spew the hate. And because they spew the hate, now you got people from other countries hating the country. We can't get away with nothing anymore. We just can't. We just can't anymore, And I haven't heard much about Ilhan Omar.
Oh, that's true.
I guess she's like chilling, because her husband is a lot of trouble. I know she's a troubled soul when I read on her last. So I just hope that, whatever's going through, that we as American, we could just get it together.
Yes. Speaking of which, I did hear this in passing, and I just Googled it. And it is confirmed out there that somebody down in Mar-a-Lago.
Where's that, in the United States?
In Florida.
Okay.
That's Trump's estate in Florida. Allegedly, a gun man had tried to trespass on his property
and try to take
in the wee hours of the night. Thank goodness, A, Trump wasn't there, but B, that just shows you how the tension and hate is for the president. It's real.
It's sad. I mean, I think that if the parties can chill, both stop with the negativity. They don't hear us. I just wish they could stop with the negativity.
Yes.
It's like the bigger social media goes, the more hate is spewed. It's really heart-wrenching and sad. Anything else?
No, that was really it for politics, really.
But I want to switch. We finished with that. So like I said, we're going to give you a moment to talk in on something. But before we do, I want to talk about Sherry. She goes off about Tyra Banks. And her thing, she said she was really heartbroken. Clearly, they're friends. And I kind of agree. I do agree with her. And let me tell you why. I've said the same thing, and don't get mad and don't switch off. Just hear me out. Okay. Back in the day, back in the 19th century, in the early 21st century, these things were, people did things, the Diddy parties, they talked about them, that petty stuff, that all of that was always going on, even in families.
Yeah.
But it was so downplayed in those days. And we didn't have social media, so a lot of abuses happened. because there was no media to clock you. There was nothing. So, and then blacks were struggling to try to get on air. And Sherry is right. And that's what I said about Diddy. A lot of those things they did. Corey Holmes, is that his name?
Yeah, Corey
A
Holmes.
lot of these things they did, it was just winked at. Now it's frowned upon and it's distasteful and disgusting now. But back in those days, and I think what we're doing, we're judging them for years gone by when there wasn't like that. Now we're like that, and I think that, you know, we want to go back 10 and 20 years and give people the book. I wish it was easy.
For real.
You know, I wish it was easier than that. I really, really, really do on so many levels. But yesterday is done and we're in a new era and we're fixing those things. So these things won't happen, right, babe?
Yes.
So I understand what she's saying. And when Tyra, it was, some things were very cruel. And at the time when I looked at it, but it was good TV.
It was good TV.
It was good. And one thing that Tyra conveyed, that if you think we're hard, imagine what they were going through back then.
That's true.
Black women, women that wasn't that tall. Eva Marcellus one, and she wasn't tall. She was tall, but she wasn't like the height. She was a little short. So you look at what heavy set models, she opened the door for a lot of them, and and quite a few models made it.
That's true.
So it was a good show. And as for me, yes, I would like for it to come back new and approved, because it is a reality show.
Yes, I would.
And I think that it's TV. And should it come back, I think it could open doors for people. Yes. Should it be new and approved? Yes. Should Tara be the only one that bear the brunt of it? No. The rest of them, JJ, and what's the other one name?
Miss J.
JJ and the other guy, Nigel.
Oh, okay.
The two J's, and they watched. They said nothing. They all stand guilty.
I have a question. If American Next Top Model comes back, do we want Tyra to be the host?
I would.
Okay. You're right. It wouldn't be America's Next
It wouldn't
Top
be
Model
American
without
Top
her.
Model without her. Yeah, I would. But I want her to come back new and improve. I don't rage over something when I know the times. A lot of times people were young. You know, if you're 40 now, then you was probably what? If you're 40 now, then you probably was 20 then. You know, your mindset.
Yeah.
You know, you probably ain't think, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying?
Yep,
so you're young. If you find yourself 30, then you got to understand you was a kid, a teenager 20 years ago.
Yes.
So your mindset. So think about where you was before you judge so harshly. Think about it. You wasn't saying, "Oh my God, that was so gross." No. You was looking, if you watched it, you was looking at it like everyone else.
Yes.
You didn't think to petition or anything. It was a show that I enjoyed.
Yes.
But it was a reality show. Also, yeah, it was hard, but it was just normal. It was normal to see, you know, people being abused.
Yeah.
Like that. You know what I'm saying?
It was normal, sadly, back then.
It was normal. And we laughed and we kikied at that.
Yes.
And we winked at that stuff. We don't now. So today is a new day. The things with Diddy, that stuff was talked about. Naked basketball parties with men. That stuff was talked about. Kiddie porn. And now, once I seen that movie, what is it?
The Sound of Freedom.
The Sound of Freedom, that was banned from every theater and banned from, no one wants to touch it. Not Disney, not Netflix, no one. Now it's been a couple of years. I looked at it and it gave me a different perspective. If you get a chance, look at it. It's on Prime.
Yeah.
And it gave me how they get the kids.
Yeah.
And promised them a modeling career. And speaking of that, I could see how Naomi Campbell got hooked up in that. I could see how the Kardashians. I could see even joy, and all I could see.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and if you think about it,
Not
okay.
necessarily saying that they all did something wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but he was the man in the day. Go ahead,
Yep.
babe.
No, if you just think about it, even with the music careers, going back to the Diddy's, just think about how maybe
Yeah,
Usher, Justin Bieber,
yeah.
all those
Their
people got
mindset.
swept up, and you don't know what they could have been entangled to and exposed to. So because of that, it's just that fame that it's easy to get. You're maybe money hungry. I'm not trying to dissect it, but it's just all the ways. If you guys watch it, it's just amazing how they really trick and sneak away these children broad daylight with consent without you not realizing you're giving that type of consent away. It's crazy.
It was crazy, and it was sad. And in the movie, it's like, why do you do it?
Yes, why?
From what I'm gathering, they do it because it's like nothing like it. I have no idea. My mind can't even fathom how someone can even enter a 5-year-old,
Yeah.
a baby.
A baby.
I mean, a literal baby, like a 6-month-old, or I can't
And
even.
get off on
Oh, I can't even. I can't. I can't fathom. But you got sick people in the world. And when it comes down to this petty stuff, it is a multi-billion-dollar business. It is worth more than drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And like the movie said, you know why? Because with a 5-year-old, but with a 5-year-old, they could get 10 years. Plus, they can go out and work 5 to 6, 8 times a day. So you get more money out of the slave than you do the drug that you use only one time. That made so much sense to me.
Yep.
And not only do they use these children for sexual toys, they use them for slaves, like working in their fields.
Yes. Child slavery is still a thing, guys.
And not only mentioning the gobbling up.
Exactly. I was slightly going to touch on that.
I don't want to. I always talk.
I just wanted to mention how it's just so weird and interesting.
That jerky.
Yeah, yep, that jerky. Do you want me to show a picture of that
Yes,
jerky?
show a picture of that jerky.
As I pull up the picture for that jerky, I just find it
and
so
it looked
suspicious.
like no jerky I know.
It's just so suspicious because once you start realizing that that they talk about how there's a blood god or a blood demon, whichever guys you guys want to see it. But there's a blood god and a sex god on this earth. I'm like, I could see it because the crazy acts that they go to for the sex or whatever they get from the children.
Oh, I don't know what they're getting. It's so beyond. Like I don't get what a man get out of punching his girl in the face and giving her a black eye. Yes. Or what a mother gets out of bruising her child to the point she got to take her to the hospital, or the father, his son. I don't comprehend it.
No.
Okay. Abusing your children is bad enough, but to almost kill them?
Yeah.
And when you really think about it, and I'm telling you, when I looked at this movie, I'm telling you, this is the same movie, I don't know how true it is, that they said Anne Keesh had something to do with or whatever when she died. I don't know how true it is. But all of this happened around the same time and nobody would touch the movie. What's going on, babe?
Oh, just trying to get the picture for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
That was it. And didn't we get that from the movie?
No, that was from
another blogger. Who it was somebody
saying that the DOJ, the Department of Justice, had this picture up in regards to the Epstein files.
Let me see.
And allegedly has taken it down.
has taken it down, and I really wanted to put it up there because this is allegedly jerky. In other words, human flesh.
Yeah, sorry to cover.
And I think that they said that no. Oh no, I don't care if I'm covered. And what they said was that I think it was Jay-Z was eating too much of it. They were naming names and everyone. I don't know. Everything I say is allegedly. I got it from another blogger.
Yeah, but jerky's just another
Pizzagate, or and the way they talking, like that pizza was that jerk was good. I need enough jerk. Can I keep it in the refrigerator? Can I keep it in the freezer? How long can I keep it? Yeah, they was talking like that. Yeah, I eat so much jerk that I don't even eat regular food. I'm on a jerk diet. I'm paraphrasing, but the conversations were something like this. And we got this from a blogger, and I'm sorry, I don't even remember the name, but he got this allegedly from what I believe from the police, and I believe it. So I wanted to see it. So we have a picture of what the jerk looked like.
Yep,
so jerk. That's supposed to be human jerk, and they say they eat the intestines, and but I don't think it's strange because the Bible talks about that. They ate babies. I told you a story about my grandfather said when they were so hungry back in World War I or II or whatever it was, he saw them eating people, and I'm. Like I said now, that's my grandfather. Bless his soul. I'm like, was he one of them? I mean, he was so graphic about it. And where were you? Because in my mind, I'm like, were you sitting there watching and you had food? Or because he told the story, my grandfather told the story had it for me as an onlooker. And now when I look at it, what, you were standing on your back porch, or, it doesn't make sense. It had to be critical times. And what I say is critical is when we saw the movie about that plane crash, why they did what they did. It was critical times. And this is what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But he shared that story, and it was in World War, and it was, my grandfather's long gone. I mean, he would have, if he lived, he would be way over 100 years old. So, yeah.
So that was pretty much it, the Epstein files. We've covered everything related to No, before we move on to
let me say something.
Okay.
My grandfather died, and this is just something that come to my mind. I believe my grandfather died somewhere in like the early 90s, maybe. Okay. So I'm saying, let's just give him a number. Let's say he died in 1993. Okay. Think of and when he died, he was up in age. Let's say he was like 90 years old, because he was old. He could have been older, because back then they didn't have no birth certificates and all that. So let's say that he was 90 years old when he died. Look at how many years it is from then. Oh my God. That's like daggone 30 years. Almost. Over 30. Wow. So my grandfather, in retrospect, would be like 130 years old or something like that.
Yep, in retrospect.
Wow, when you look at it, I just wanted to acknowledge that, because we just don't see, and I say that to say, just during the time when all these things was happening in media, Black people they were struggling. We were struggling to get on TV. We were struggling to be seen. We were struggling. Look, we were looking at shows like the Cosbys. Think about it. Different day, different times. And now we look at it, and now it's like, I'm just saying, let's not just get angry over what happened yesterday. Let's just understand that's just the way it was. And let's be better. Let's get angry about that crap today. But yesterday, I don't know. I stand because so many people did so many crapball things back in those days. But go ahead, baby.
Yeah, before we officially fully move on from the Epstein files, Kim Kardashian out here, even though she doesn't want to talk about how she's on the Epstein files, wants to talk about how she's worried that Ray J talked about how she's going to have a RICO charge against her. It's going to come up against her getting her lawyer license.
Well, that is true because she's already mentioned in the files. And you know what? They wanted these files. They wanted to give us the files. Give the Democrats and the Republicans. Give us the files. Give us the files. Give us the files. We want to catch that Trump. We want to catch him. Give it the file. Both of you. Both of yes.
Yeah.
You got the files. Now your name's on it. Whoopi about to lose her mind.
She is.
Joyce is so heartsick because she's devastated. Sunny, I don't know where she at. I don't think she was on it. I don't know. But the thing is, they wanted it. And it's so funny how they're clearing themselves when they didn't think they were on it, but they was willing to take the president. And understand, I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just saying, when I'm doing it, I'm just telling you from where I see it from both sides. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry, then maybe this is not the station for you because I'm not going to pick. When I see one side do something, I'm going to tell you. I see another side do something, I'm going to tell you. Now, for both of them, and the only reason why I'm talking about the view, because I want them off the air. I feel as I personally feel as though they are so far away from what Barbara Walters was. She would have never allowed them acting like men. When I see women arguing in their face, that's a man to me. You are masculine. Mm-hmm. You need to be demasculated. Honestly.
I like that. Demasculated.
God. Jesus. I see why some men go gay with these men, women. He was, she was. Mm-hmm. It's... Mm-hmm. And to see their faces contorted, they look like demons.
The anger really does.
It's crazy. Am I kidding?
No, you're not kidding at all.
Please, they're not helping. And they used to be where they talked about a variety of stuff. Books. They talked about fashion. And now it's politics, anger. Anger, a bunch of angry. It sounds like I don't know. I'm assuming that they are Democrats. I'm assuming. I don't know. But my God, mm-hmm. They need to go, honestly. And unfortunately, I used to love The View. Mm-hmm. And I keep calling Oprah. I love Whoopi when she first started. I loved it. She was so gentle. Now she's a raving beast. This is what fame and money. But I'm saying it is not okay. It's not okay. Yeah. I feel abused. I don't watch that station. Whether I look at the news and when they say something, I go back and look at. I will not watch that station to be abused with their ideology. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Regardless, even if they were Republican, Democrats, socialists, you can't help me with that kind of rage and narrow-mindedness. And I literally, I saw Oprah spit on the president. And like I said, if she did that to Biden, I would have been livid because I liked him. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I liked him. Mm-hmm. I really did. Mm-hmm. So it's sad for this kind of anger. Yeah. And they're not going to get rid of them, but they need to go. Mm-hmm. All of them. And start over with no more View. Just start it over with the politics. Name it Al View on the politics or something. Politics Today, and have it reasonable, and have a socialist, a Democrat, or whatever. You can have two of each, a capitalist, different. Mm-hmm. So you can have a variety of opinions. Mm-hmm. And it won't get so out of control. What do you think?
Yep, mm-hmm, most definitely.
And have a moderator.
Yes. That you always need that.
They need a moderator that's in the background. Mm-hmm. That's speaking their ear. Go ahead.
Yes, that would definitely help diffuse the tension on set.
So I think we got all. Oh no, we didn't. Mm-mm. Okay, let me. Speaking of something in Trump again. also with the president, not the president, in Iran, they burnt Baal. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. They burnt Baal a statue, and once they burnt it, they went back and burnt another one. Big Baal. Who is Baal? Baal is a fertility god, and they are burning it to the east. They're burning it towards the west because they want us to know that they feel as though that the west is contaminating the world. They feel as though that the west is ungodly, is heathenistic, and they want to, with their Sharia law, and even if they're not a Sharia law, they want the Americas to be religious, I guess, sharing their religion or whatever. But from what I understand, they want to take over. They want to rule the world. They want to rule the world. And I'm going to be honest. And when I look at other countries, when I look at England, when I look at London, when I look at even Africa, this is terrible. This is terrible. Is it Greenland or Iceland?
Greenland is who Trump wants.
All over the world, you have people have invaded and taken over. And I'm afraid that if we don't tighten up, we're going to be taken over. And I'm going to say it, and I could be dead wrong. I'm saying it from my opinion. You know, we look at that stuff and we laugh because we have been great so long. But I'm telling you, I can see the destruction of America from inward.
Yeah.
And why? Because of the mixed ideologies. We're so mixed. We're so mixed. We're like the statue and we're the feet. We're the on and the clay, and we're mixed together. And because we're so mixed, we don't get along. And because on and clay are never mixed. And because of that, I can see us destroying within us. However, with that being said, I hope and I pray not, but with that being said, something is going to happen. But it let me know, the government let me know, like I said, I'm conspiracist, let me know that they could stop this if they wanted to, because they sent that geostorm, okay?
Yeah.
And it stopped, so they can send a flood. They could send lights out. Don't be surprised. They know what to do.
They do.
They know what to do. When they went and got that man from that country, where it was, from Argentina, where did he get him from? Venezuela. They said he sent in some kind of nuclear that wiped them out. I don't think it killed them. It made them sick. Their nose was bleeding. They was probably vomiting. It was horrible. It shook them so much with this thing that they sent. They hailed America, USA, saying, I don't know what they got. I don't know what they're doing, but it's beyond comprehension. So I'm saying it's a new day. I just think that it ain't nothing for me to see somebody trying to reach some part of the Americas, because we are starting to cave in. And it's so sad because we don't even stick with one another anymore. And about this voting right, honestly, my opinion, I'm going to give it. And my opinion is, what is so wrong with having an ID? We have an ID for everything.
That's true. We do.
Everything. Just another ID, or have it on your card that you're a voter. I don't know. Your license or your state card or whatever. What do you think? I don't think it's a bad thing if it's going to stop people from, every time a president go and you always got a question. Who's cheating? Just eliminate all that. Or bringing foreigners in it eliminate all that. And to find peace, or so they say, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yes.
At all. I don't. That's my opinion. I just think it's a silly argument. I
was thinking about this while we were talking about the East and the West, right? And the downfall and the uprise and the takeover and the overthrowing.
Iran ain't playing.
No, I was thinking about this.
Mm.
The way I always remember about how the motion of the earth and the, what do they call it, the compass works, is that the sun rises in the east
East
and
sets
sets
in
in
the
the
west.
west.
Hmm.
And you know what I find interesting is the fact that we are the Western culture,
Absolutely.
and the Western culture already is small compared to the Eastern culture. And then on top of that, if the sun or the energy or the god,
Energy is fine. The
yeah,
sun, just say
yes,
the
the
sun.
sun, yet the sun is
Mhm.
going to rise in the west, as in the Western culture.
In the Eastern culture.
Yes, in the Eastern culture.
And
You
that's
know,
Iran and
mhm.
Iraq and
Yes,
all over there.
you have to think there has to be eventually, there's going to be a point of transfer over where that energy is going to come over to the west, because it's going to eventually have to set on us or come to.
Can I say
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Okay.
fix it. Thank you.
Okay. In the Bible, Jesus said that his coming would be like like a lightning coming from the east to the west. Now, many people see that as Jesus Christ coming. Fine, you could believe it, but I'm open-minded. Could it be a bomb? Could it be a threat? Could it be another power that's going to come and try to uprise? Because it's a lot of things supposed to happen.
Yep.
So could it be that, like the light of lightning, I'm coming, and during that war or during that takeover or during that trying to take over, a great war break out? I don't know. However, I went and I talked to AI about it. I was so troubled about it. AI told me that it ain't gonna happen. He didn't know. AI didn't tell me what was gonna happen. AI just poo-pooed it. It was like, this is ridiculous. He didn't say it. I'm paraphrasing. The sentiment I have, it was poo-pooed. No, you don't drag, don't pull too much in it. It's no, like, it's not going to happen. America's not going to let that. It was that. But I'm saying, I asked this question. I said, when I look at Bible prophecy, I said, everything that the Bible said is happening to the day. How do you ask me to ignore it and poo-poo it? And he began to go into understanding prophecies and understanding the mind and understanding how things. So it was so much, man. I left away with that being blown away. I have been ill. My mind has been blown. But he gave me a new perspective on a lot of things that I asked. And so when it comes down to it, I don't feel so nervous. I'm just saying it's just another thing. But like I told him, what will you say if it did happen?
Yep, if it did.
He said, I will tell you, you were right. That's what he said. I will tell you, you were right. But he doesn't believe that it's going to happen. So, among other things, but I was so stressed because the one thing, I don't want to go out and say, a bomb is coming. Da, 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 da. I like to be clear on when I get prophecies or when I get a word. I want to be clear on it. And like I said, America is in anarchy.
Yeah.
She is. Will she be okay?
And this is supposed to be our birth year celebration of 250 years.
250
through
years.
all this mess. I mean, it is time to change over not change over a regime, but change over how things used to be done. 250
I do
years
think
is
that
a
we
long
need
time.
to upgrade the Constitution. I do. I think every 200 years it should be a little upgraded because you're trying to fit old way of thinking in a whole new society under a whole new thing. We got things going on in this country like men being women and women being men. Women people want to make love to animals and crazy. openly want to
Mhm.
date their dog and
Yes.
crazy stuff. They want to get married and marry themselves. I mean, we're living in crazy times where people thinking is way out there, and it have to be anytime. Petty is a multi-billion. It's the biggest it is the biggest billion-dollar business in the world.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's actually concerning and
It's
terrifying.
concerning and scary and sad.
Mm-hmm.
And you think, and not only that, they have baby farms where women are paid to have babies, and they take those babies and do as they please. I'm sure they give them to parents. I'm sure maybe they use them for meals. I've talked about this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Hollywood, Holly
Hollywood.
witches. How did they get into this?
Mm-hmm.
How did the rich and the powerful? How did what's his name? The one everybody talking about, the one
Epstein.
How is it that he was so drawn to so many people? Yeah, everybody is in it. Even that light skinned guy, the comedian. Oh, so many of them in it.
Are in there.
It's like how? What was so great about him? Oprah, and she had a school.
Yep,
the Kardashians. But they always going to go where the trend is.
Yep,
they was at the Diddy party, so so they gonna go. The Kardashians were your trendsetters. Yep. So if it was to be seen, and it was to be worn, or it was to be had, or it was supposed to be done, and it is trend, they were in it. Yeah. So I don't shock. And that's why when Ray J said that, what's she going to do? Sue him? Because once you get that as a RICO charge, even though you're not, even if she's guilty or something, even if she's not found guilty, it's on your record. And so therefore, say somebody else come along and they accuse you of that. They'll say, oh, you got 2 times somebody caused you of that. So she wants that off of her record. I thought it was kind of weird why she would sue him. But if she's in the Epstein files, but let me tell you what I think. Because of all these famous people that's caught up in it, ain't nothing going to become of them.
Yes, even Prince
nothing.
Andrews was in there.
Even Beyonce. And the Prince was arrested. Even Beyonce. And I heard this story over and over and over again about how Beyonce gave a party and how she induced this guy, I don't know who he was, to a little girl. And said, wasn't she sexy? I can see that though. I can see it because, my mother raised me, birds of a feather flock together. You're not going to tell me what's your type? He's her type. I mean, even 50 Cent said she jumped down and got gangster.
Yeah, that's true.
She herself said she's the woman she is because of Jay-Z. I know she eating crow. But don't tell me she's going to try to walk. I still don't believe they're going to divorce. Until I see it, I will believe it. Why? Because it ain't nothing in it for her. No, she's better to separate. Because you look guilty, like a runner.
She does.
Just like, that's what when what is the baby, when he wanted to leave, and he wanted to catch and run, that guilt make you run.
Yes, it does.
Guilt, all these years, you ain't run. We told you to leave. But you ain't run, but now you're looking guilty. And not only that, it is shown. I think I even had a picture with Beyonce with the horns. You got it? Can you get that while I talk about that? When are you all going to accept the fact that I believe that she practiced Ifa, and Ifa is a Yoruba religion, faith. It's like voodoo, but voodoo is like a religion, and people make voodoo out to be evil and wicked. It isn't. Like Christianity and any other religion out there, you could use it for good or you could use it for bad. When Christians go into church and they shout and they bring down the Holy Spirit, when they take their communion, they don't see anything witchery about that. They are casting spells. The Bible's full of them, but they call that as an abomination. But if you get somebody from their African roots, before Christianity was, and they practiced these things where they practice of the gods, and they were able to tap into the currency and bring up other gods and angels and do stuff. That's what you do when you go to church, right? You don't just deal with Jesus, but you deal with angels, right?
Yeah.
Holy men and women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can use any religion for good,
yeah, or for bad.
Or for bad. And I think that Beyonce practiced the dark arts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, almost got the image. Found it.
You got it. Could you put that picture up? And so don't be shocked.
Mm-hmm. Yep, don't be
shocked. Don't be mad. Don't. You don't know her. She doesn't make herself available for you to know.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "You know me by my music." That's how you know me. You know where I stand at the moment because my music. And right now, before they hit rock bottom, if anything come of it at all, because Jay-Z has shown to be the great Houdini, he can get out of anything, the great musician. So let's see. But I just don't see why.
There's Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. That's
There
your queen bee.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not generated.
Gods.
That's not, does she have a pipe in her hand?
Yeah, she does have a pipe in her hand.
And that's what the voodoo, that's what they do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that drummer who worked with the people are saying, I don't understand. She knows how to tap into it. Mm-hmm. She's around. She's probably a part of a coven. She's probably, her and her sister and her mother.
You're right. They probably have their own coven.
They probably all a part of it. I don't understand it. I'm thinking like Mel Gibson, who's thinking about running for governor. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Right? Mm-hmm. It's beyond me. But hey, let me ask you, many of you, if it could bring you power and it could bring you success. Yep. And even though you have to feed it for the rest of your days, mm-hmm. many of you will sell your soul for it. Just to get out of hell you in. Just to get out of the hell you in. Just to have fame. Just to have fortune. Bless you, baby. Just to have fame. Just to have fortune. Many of you. I would venture to say 60% out of 100 will go. I do believe that. It's tempting, especially when you see it and you get into it and you realize, oh, it ain't like I thought. Mm-hmm. It ain't like what TV make it out to be. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It ain't like they, and you may find it alluring. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or they may enhance you with the music. I don't know. I don't know what they do. I just know about magic and spells. Mm-hmm. I've studied a lot on it. I've studied 30 years on that. So all I said then and I say now, be careful. And if they've been doing something, and trust me, whatever you do in the dark is going to come to the light. So, and I believe that Jay-Z might even try to hide her. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep. But to get a divorce, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. I know we look at it like, leave him. All she knows is him. Mm-hmm. Whether they together, whether they separated, when they together, they hugging, they walking. Come on, y'all. You saying that's for the camera. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yep, that ain't for no camera.
Allegedly.
Mm-mm. 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 I don't believe it. But nevertheless, time will reveal. Any lighter news? Did we get all the heavy news out?
Yes, we really did get all the heavy news out.
Oh my God! Could you bring? Oh, this is a heavy news. When Carly B fell her big butt off the chair, she's finally realized she need to get some of that ass removal. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Removal like grass. She needs that dirt gone out that when that big butt flopped on that chair, yeah. and you can see it.
You can.
And that weight of it leaned the chair over. Those two, what they call them, implants.
Mm-hmm.
So what you have to say about that, baby Chrome?
Oh yeah, it was so funny because sorry, I did not mean that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wanted to pull the video up because this was a joke. Because was it Kalani that was there?
Who is Kalani?
Yes, Little Miss Drama. Because Cardi B just recently at her tour had different singers and celebrities at her tour.
Oh yeah, Tyler was there.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Blueface.
Yeah, Blueface showed up with her. As a matter of fact, I think Blueface got another girl.
Yes, Blueface has another girlfriend.
And the other girlfriend that I heard that he had, the light-skinned girl that got the tattoo, she pregnant, I understand.
Wouldn't surprise me.
He was happy about it. You sure that he's with a new girl?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was his new girl because they just celebrated Valentine's.
You got a picture of her?
Let me see if I can get a picture.
The new girl and the picture of the new girl and a picture of the one that he had. And Krishan, she out there doing Krishan fighting. Oh, speaking of boxing, Carissa Shields fought that girl. What's her name? The one who Carissa Field fought?
Yes. Hold on, let me pull it up. Sorry, I was over here on TikTok.
Let me say, she whooped her senseless.
Francois Cruz.
Whooped her senseless. I was wondering, I thought the girl was a little overweight. You know, she had a little, she just, I honestly, she beat that girl like that girl stole her man. Like she beat that girl like that girl stole Papoose from her. It was merciless. And I felt like they should have stopped it from the parts that I seen.
Yes, I did. You know, I did just actually see that video where Blueface was with that other girl with the curly hair showing off the pregnancy.
You seen it?
Yeah, I just saw that video while I was
yeah. But his new girl, did you get a picture of his new girl? No. Well,
yeah.
Anywho, you got it. Can you put it? This is his new girl. Is this the same one that's pregnant?
No, different one. This is who he spent Valentine's Day with. Just
why would you get pregnant by this man? I think Blueface is bisexual. I do. It's not normal, in my opinion. It's not normal for a man to go from woman to woman, woman to woman like that.
No, this is
with no sympathy. That's just like a womanizer.
Yeah, hopping from bed to bed.
Head to bed. And I don't understand. I don't care who he is. He could be green face. I will not want to sleep with that man. Aren't y'all afraid y'all gonna get cooties?
That's a good question.
No, y'all don't need the herpes. They easy. Y'all need to get something like hepatitis to snap y'all out of that stuff. This is crazy. Why? And then he done messed his face up. I guess that's to make him look gangster. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So
his mother did a number on him. I tell you that. Go ahead.
All right. So this is the video of him and the his girlfriend that just got pregnant recently. This is him showing off the pregnancy test.
Yeah. See? There she go. And he's no longer with her.
I'm not sure. This was just posted.
Son of a bitch.
The last 24 hours.
You can't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit.
That's the other one thing. I might be arguing with you.
Crazy, right?
And then that's her. And then here goes Blueface just on Valentine's.
Party stream / skate park hangout. Oh, look at it.
Completely different.
Hey, Stunner Girl's off the roster?
Can you make it big?
He shrugs.
That's another girl.
Valentine's
There's
Day.
another girl pregnant. Why would I want to be with? Oh, women.
Completely different girl.
I like Blueface, but that's all I got. Y'all talk about women. Y'all men are hoes. Jesus. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's moaning time. Go ahead. What else we got?
And the last thing that we had on here to talk about, two things.
Oh, let me talk about one thing. And also, Timothy Chalamet is really talking about marrying Kylie Jenner. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to do it. I don't know. Do you think he's going to do it?
I don't think so, no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
No, but prove me wrong, Timothy. I'm begging you.
Mm.
But yeah, no. Outside of that, yeah. What are those cards?
I had all in the cards had did a reading on Simbella. What's her name? Sloan Bella, and mentioned the fact that she could be taking people's work.
Yeah.
Bloggers of a low bloggers like me and small channel that do tarot readings and psychics and things like that. And she has accused her of stealing people's idea.
Yeah.
And I gotta say it, I admire her for standing up.
Yes.
And saying, I can't sit on that. My spirit is weighed down with it. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. I don't know what she said. I just looked at her video because I follow her.
Yes.
And I like to say she's a sister of mine and spirit. And and because I enjoyed her readings because the cards, although you hear a lot of people say, oh, it's superstitious, it's the devil's work, it's this and that, they're just tools. Just like when you go see a magician, right? He has a tool. Yeah. He may have a wand. He may come out with boxes. He may come out with cards and stuff. He has tools to help him present his gift. Well, cards is just a tool. You don't need them, but it's a visual for you. Yes. And also it helps the reader too, because it helps the reader to get a more clear vision for you. But honestly, you don't need them really, to be honest. So, I mean, if you got the gift, if you are a card reader and it's not instinctive, you just know how to read cards, then yeah, you need cards. But because I'm intuitive, I don't need the cards at all. I really don't. But if I wasn't an intuitive, I would read the cards, right?
Yeah.
And so anyway, she gave me these cards, so I'm going to shuffle them. And she didn't give them to me, but I just saved them. That's why it's so different. And I said I don't want to come out. I may add a couple of cards to it, but let me just do this real fast. I don't know. These was what I picked in the bedroom. I didn't even read them. I said they're too heavy. So this is Simbella. Here I see, what's her name?
Sloan Bella.
Sloan Bella. Here I see her as a cup. And whenever I see the Queen of Cup, even though it is appear to be a positive, for me, it never seems positive. It always feels like this person is weighed down or troubled or overworked or busy or hands in a lot of things, and yet trying to maintain family, trying to maintain appearances. That's what it looked like, an overworked queen filled with things. Second thing here in the past, I see the moon. The moon came in upside down. And so since the moon came in upside down, I don't ever see anything positive about the moon card, really, because the moon deals in cycles. And also the moon is misleading. The moon, so the cards are saying she is known to be misleading. The cards are also saying that she is known to be deceptive, that she is not honest. This is what the cards are saying. Right?
Yeah.
And here, and like I said, even though the queen is an over good couple, sensitivity, being overly sensitive could be a negative. And that is one of the traits of a cup. It's an emotion.
Yeah.
So here I'm going to go up in her head. She thinks she's okay because here I see the sun card. I'll show them to you, but I know you won't see them anyway. But here's the sun card. And here in her mind, she thinks she's cool. She thinks she's getting away with this. She's been doing it for a long time. I swear I'm reading these cards and I This is why they here. But I'm gonna do something different too to prove to you. I'm reading these cards. And on her foundation and what she's standing on here is a queen. So her head is matching her bottom. It's like here, she's together, she's nurturing. She knows how to put that word out. She knows how to take that information and the magician in her take that information and swing it and make it her own. And it's not fair that she does it, but she's a queen at it. She's a master at it. She's been doing it for a while. And her future card says that right now, I just see that everything she's done, she's been getting away with it. She's been getting away with it. Nobody's ever complained. That's why I was so happy with All in the Cards. When All in the Cards pulled that up, I would have never done. I'm a coward. I would have never done that. So I admire her. And I can't say that Sloan ever took anything from me. I don't know, because I don't watch her like that, but I do watch her from time to time. And I just feel, to me, one of the things about Sloan, it's like, to me, she talks too much about Black people. To me, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I'm always leery about anyone, especially if you are of a culture and your whole thing is on Black people.
That's true.
Black people.
It's like an obsession.
That's all you talk about. And when you talk about the Black men, you just dog them out. Like somebody I know that does that. And it drives me. That's all they talk about. All they talk about is and feel sorry. I know a couple of male bloggers that do it. They dog men, and even one of them think that they are so fair, but they are so not fair, but they think they are. And then there's one that don't care what you think. They're gonna do it anyway. And so when I think of some Sloan Bella, she could be that way, but I don't know her to be that way. But I trust my friend to do that. That must have been weighing on her heart. And I give her kudos for that. And so for me, I'm going to lay out another card. This one here is Kimbella. She shows up here as a King of Cups. Here she shows up as a king. I didn't make
a Queen of
this
Cups.
A Queen of Cups. She shows up as the King of Cups, right?
That's crazy.
All right. She shows up here. I swear I ain't lying. She showed up here as the as a major arcana here. And what does it say? This is the moon, and it shows up here as the 10.
You have the Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, I'm gonna put them out, y'all. This is crazy. Let's see. This is the Sun. I'm done. This is the Lion.
Okay, Strength, still major
arcana. Major arcana. Bottom, the Tower, which was the Queen of Pentacles, but the Power. The Tower.
During
and
Tower,
last, the Outcome card. I'm gonna tell you what I see. Everything I say is allegedly, but I'm not going over my girl's work. It's just that I wanted to know. Like I just thought it was fascinating.
Yeah.
And when she opened that, I was like, oh my God, I want to know, do I get it? But this is what I do see. Now, you know what I said in my previous reading. This is the one I'm reading before you. And I still have an outcome card to do. So in this reading, this is what I see. Again, I see a very emotional person. Maybe not in front, but behind. But I definitely see somebody very emotional. Very emotional. Sturdy, calculating, smart, because it is coming off as a king. But it is a lot of things going on in her life right now. It could be family. It could be whatever. It's just a lot going on. Also, I see in her past that she's been on borrowed time, because this is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is like a luck card. It's like she spins that, and it's like either it will grant her or she's going to run out of her luck, is what I see. And that is a 10. Above her head is the Strength. It's like now that she's being pulled out, you see, this is an 8, and 8 is about moving on, but inwardly she needs strength. So I think that Simbella at one point probably was a card reader. And I think that she did have the gift. I think that she did. I think that she does. But sometimes when we walk in error, and sometimes when you have the gift and you don't do right with it, it's like an anointing. It lifts off of you and you don't even know it's gone. And here I say that because here is the tower, a tower moment. I don't think that she's operating in her gift anymore. I think that it's lost inside of her. And I think she's grieved about it. I really do. Everything I say is alleged. I am not doing this to start no fight. I'm not doing this to fight no causes. I'm doing this because I felt as though that was a
Yep, and you saw the cards come out.
I saw what I had in the room and they mirroring what I had. As a matter of fact, this put the end because I said I want an outcome. The outcome is she's going to pay karma for what she's doing. I don't know how because every card is on here is single. So I don't see her, but I definitely see that she's either going to straighten up her act or whatever, but I definitely see mourning. I definitely see troubled times for her. I definitely see that the wheel of fortune is there. And that's in my mind is saying to me, like your luck ran out. You've been called. We warned you. You knew to stop. You knew this wasn't right, but you was doing it anyway. And now you're called out on it. This is what my reading is saying. And here you need strength and inner strength to deal with this. So you could be mad with everybody else, but you know better. And that's what I feel. You are too wise, too smart, and she sacrificed her gift. So I think that her gift has been lifted and she doesn't know it. That's what I think.
Yep.
Because that meant the well ran dry. If you got to go, because like I said, I don't know if she done me. I don't watch her like that.
Yep.
But I do say that I can't remember everything that all in the cards said. I really can, but this is a totally different reading. But I hope it matches her reading. I do, because I don't remember what it was, and I won't remember this. But I do say what an outcome card. You stand in judgment. You know, that's the 5. And that is the Hierophant. And so therefore, you strayed away from tradition. You strayed away from the way of the truth. Oh my goodness. What's her name?
Salome Bella.
Salome. The cards is saying with the Hierophant, you have strayed away from tradition. You have gone in your own way because I think that you busy with your life. And I think that things go lack and you don't have the time like you used to. And it's better to take. Allegedly. Everything I say is allegedly. I'm just reading the cards, just as if I was reading on Kim Kardashian. You're famous out there in the world, and you're being called to the carpet. You have left your love. You have gone astray.
Yep.
And I don't say this out of hurt. I say it out of come back and do what is right. If you're out there doing these things, you're being called out on it. And you know it's wrong, and you feel bad about it. And even though you may deny it, strength, you know that ain't right. If you're doing that, especially if you're quoting them verbatim, this is not right. And you know that as a reader to another reader, it's plagiarism. And you know it's wrong, especially from these small stations. A small station like me.
Yeah.
You're huge. Why would you take crumbs from the baby?
Exactly.
That's not cool. And you're being called out for it. And here, Hierophant. And whether you believe or not, God says, I see you. And with that, I hope you enjoyed that reading on Sloan. It was just a quick one. That was 2. That was good. I like I said, I had to, she made that proclamation. I had to say, wait a minute, ooh. And then I was like, should I do it? You know, because I don't want her to think. I just
how many
felt
times do you think that Salome Bella goes like famous and everybody's like, oh my God, you remember when Sloan said this? She was right. Who could? That could have been like some little small channel that said that, and she's got famous off of it.
And she's got them, and maybe at one time she probably was really creme de la creme. But she got busy, got caught up, got big-headed. Who knows? Yeah. A whole myriad of reasons could have happened to why Salome Bella ended up being a thief of other people's work. And I like Sloan Bella. I really do. And this is not personal. And she knows it because the truth is the truth and the truth will shine. And I read it out of innocence, and the card showed up like that for you. And I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's why I wanted to say, wait a minute, I want to go and read for myself. I read what I took out in the bedroom. I didn't even read, I just kept them. And then I pulled out another deck and read, and they still mirrored each other. So, Slumbella, the cards are saying, you think you're getting away with it, but you've been called to the carpet. Change. You know, love you, boo.
Yep.
Change. It's not cool what you're doing. All you're doing is heaping more and more bad luck on you.
Yes.
It's not fair if that's what you're doing. Now, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed that reading. And many of you don't know her. You can go to her station. What's her name?
Sloan Bella.
Is she a tarot reader? Or is she a psychic?
I think she's more of a psychic.
Does she do cards? I can't even remember. I don't remember her.
She might.
But she's definitely a psychic. And allegedly, she's like a renowned psychic, and things she say come to pass, from what I gather. But things I say come to pass too. So we'll see.
The renowned psychic too.
When my day comes, my work will speak for me. All them videos will speak for me. That's how I feel. So, is there anything else that we need to talk or hit on?
Yes.
I just wanted to put that in there. Go ahead.
The last thing that we have left to end on is talking about the T.I. versus 50 Cent versus battle that allegedly was supposed to happen but did not, because apparently behind the scenes 50 was like, man, T.I., we should collab, we should do a versus, celebrate each other's content. But then when it came time to publicly talk about it, 50 Cent denied him. It was just like, no, I don't want to do a versus battle with him. So T.I. is offended.
Why? Why did he change his mind?
That I'm not exactly 100%
All I know
sure.
is his son King got into a beef with 50.
Yes, because T.I. feels disrespected and is offended and says that he no longer respects 50 Cent.
Because 50 Cent changed his mind?
Because
something must have happened more than that.
50 Cent must have said something. I tried figuring
well, if
out
anybody
what it
knows,
was.
let us know what was said. Anything else happen in the news before we go?
Is there anything else in the news? No.
No. We gave you a lot of news. That's why I went live, because I wanted to bring it to you raw.
Yes.
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. You don't know about that.
No, but we gave you the raw news, though.
Raw news. Yeah, we gave it to you, and that's what's going on
over the weekend.
It's been a hell of a weekend. So with that being said, we've done everything. If you want to call in, you're free to call in. But if not, it's okay. We showed up. And that's all that matters. We still be showing up on Sundays. Yes. But yesterday we just got tangled and I just didn't feel up to it. So we tapped out and we did it today. Yeah, and we put a warning to let everybody know, not a warning, but we put an alarm to say that we were going out today. And I will do that from time to time. Yes. So hopefully when you see this video, please give it a thumbs up. Yes. And if you have a comment, leave it down below. We talked about a lot. And
more importantly, how was your guys' day?
Yes. I hope it was a beauty. I really, really do. And anything else, baby Crumb?
No, I think
so
that's
you know what to do. So you know what we say? Hype us up. Subscribe to us. And that's all. And you know what? Sunflowers.